Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to the Fall of the Dungeon Guardians. Last episode we defeated the big bad skeleton champion, elite guy. And we barely escaped with our lives and learned a bit about using the terrain to block opponents and to smartly kite melee attacks. So this episode we're gonna go through the door. But before that, the developer has released yet another daily update, and this time the game has been improved even more. So one of the things I want to call a little bit of attention to before I point out the updates is the tooltips in the game. And they have a habit of sticking to the right hand side of the screen. They seem to come from the bottom right up. So basically in the middle section of the screen in the bottom right, that's where they are. So if you hover here, you have to look all the way over here to see what's happening. And I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it, but now that the developer actually released an update to put the cursor, the tooltip next to the cursor, it works for most of the things. So if you hover over abilities, the tooltip now sticks small things here, but for example, item pop-ups, they still cling to the right side, item pop-ups here still cling to the right side, and these items still cling to the right side. So not quite sure what the rationale is there. Maybe it is for the comparison that just sticks to the right hand side, but it feels like items should also pop close to your where your mouse is hovering. So I think that might be just be an oversight, that the developer coded the tooltips to stick, but that the item comparisons is a special class of tooltip because it needs to show all the party members and things like that, and maybe it just has a default stickiness setting to it still. So another setting, so been two nice ones. So game options helpers used to be a couple of updates ago, a couple of days ago. Autopause was added. Basically whenever your ability queue was empty and whenever enemies were died, that was grouped into autopause. Now autopause has been split, so you can more specifically split out how you want your party to behave. So if your ability queue is empty, you can autopause. Enemy death, if a party member is knocked out, if one of your healers is out of mana, if a damage dealer is out of mana, if a long cooldown has been recharged. This is excellent for interrupt for things like the kick. That's you can use it once every 20 seconds, and you want to know when it's back, because otherwise you will forget to use it sometimes. And you can auto pause at the start of battle. By default, this one was checked off, so I think the current setting was just folded out to include all the other ones. And auto pause on the start of battle is something you have to enable, I think, to make it work out of the box. So once again, option menu, if you see the updates, just check the options menu, see what's there and what you like before playing, because it might be that it will enhance your gameplay experience. And with that, I'm gonna stop talking and let's explore. We still haven't found a map, so we're just gonna go blind. Also, okay, this is actually a staircase. Didn't really look like a staircase. Hearing fire. There's a door here. Can we open it? Ooh, that worked. What's that? A helmet. That seems pretty nice, actually. More strength, stamina, armor. We lose a bit of willpower, a bit of crit chance, but we gain a bunch of armor. We're up to 57% damage reduction, which is pretty sweet indeed. Wait, we didn't actually have headgear for this fellow. That's pretty good. He might actually live if he gets hit once or twice. Okay, and we need another one. So it seems like this is a series of gates. And that one with that specific, it's like a sun shape. I think that's often used for the end of the level. So chances are we need to kill some more enemies before we can actually get there. So there doesn't seem to be an obvious way to open it. Ah, there's a lever on that side. There's something here. Ooh, a mana potion. Okay, I'm hearing something in the distance. Skeleton archers. Okay, we can take shots at them. I see. This is about 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles, 4 tiles. That should be about right to shoot the enemy with. Put some dots on. Apply the seal. And they're archers, so we just barge in. So, apply some soul suck, some thunderclaps, and then we can interrupt the bow attack when it's put down full, like so. Kick. Okay, that one is dead. Very, very dead. Okay, this one's gonna be charged before the other ones, so let's do that. And let's queue these up as well. And we defeated them. Got a little bit of XP. And that archer over there was just looking and not participating. Same for this one. Why are you all alone? Because you're not. There's another one there. So then let's double shot the entire group. Seems the fair thing to do. Spread the damage and all that. And we enter battle. Okay, so I understand why the entering battle thing is disabled by default. Might be perceived as slightly annoying. It will help you in battles where you don't know that you get drawn into battle, surprise sneak attacks and things like that. But when you know you are in battle, it might be very, very, very annoying. So I take pause where one is needed. Okay. Let's see. Let's queue things up. So all the armor stacking on Gerald seems to be useful. He's taking less and less and less damage. Ah, okay, so that archer is trying to shoot me. Which I'm not really a fan of, to be honest. Is there anything over here? There's nothing over here. Okay. Let's just move on. You guys, here. Have sniper shots, then have some arrows. Then we keep this kick at the ready. That's gonna be marvelously useful to interrupt that bow shot. And you are going to die pretty horribly. Let's switch. See, that group shot helped out. And just blast him. It'll work out. Well, I'm saying that. Actually taking some damage. And they die. They don't drop anything. Let's take this moment to rest a little bit. Boom. And there was much healing. Did they see me? They saw me. They saw me. That was not a smart move, was it? That was very much not a smart move. Okay, that's a good thing. I accidentally hit the let's move forward thing one time too many. Luckily we have an autosave that saves me from stupid things like this. I mean, if this was EU4 Iron Mode, I would be dead for the umpteenth time. But luckily it's not. Alright, so we cleared this wing. Let's just move out. Oh, we should still call the hill can do that. Okay, so we need to move to the other side, but we can't yet. Okay, so we came down the staircase. We moved here, we decided we couldn't actually move over there. So now we head this way. We can go into the dark and we find a potion. Let's see what's here. There's a lever. Dark, and I hear wings flapping. There must be a beholder somewhere. There's 2 beholders. That's even better. Okay, so they're only the small ones. Let's draw them here. Come on, guys. Get in this corridor. Yes. Okay, good beholders. Now die. Let's interrupt that. Firebolt. Okay, he is bleeding out profusely. Let's switch. He will get either he'll bleed out due to the 2 damage over time effects that have been stacked, or due to a double shot of some sort. Indeed, he died. And now we can finish on finishing the other one. Excellent. Something got dropped. Bracers. Let's take a moment to look. Superior quality, extra armor, awareness, willpower. It's cloth based, so that's backline. Biggest bonus to our healer. Let's see. Awareness and willpower are both useful. Armor, crit and hit bonuses are more of a secondary nature. Let's see. 11 boost. 12. Okay, that's a win. I like it already. And this is, again, it's just cloth, it's just something different. Okay. Unpause. There's a beholder nearby. There's a beholder. Who's a good beholder? You are. And he's got a buddy. Of course he's got a buddy. Beholders always have buddies. Hello there. Yep, interrupt the first one. Okay, that's gonna solve itself. Let's switch targets. Some sniper shots, some shadow balls. Killed one, and now the other one dies. And life was good. So very dark still in life. I'm hearing more beholders. Auto pause because combat. Oh, spiders! Or spiderling, I should say. That's just one. Probably poison. Interesting. Let's see, it's one, so just open up with a rent. Let's see, stack some insect shots, stack all the dots. See how this goes. We can interrupt the light. So, single spider, not so scary. Beholder's trying to shoot you in the back afterwards. Slightly more annoying. Well, at least I'm still warmed up from the fight, so let's see, if we do one of those, one of those, one of those, we can stack some of these. This one's still running, okay. Let's do this. Yeah, I still can't use this one. he's gonna bleed out. Switching targets. Actually, just one of those, and then more of those, more of those, more of those, more of those. We can interrupt the next fireball. So interesting, them standing in front of the light, casting shadows of all sorts. Okay, one down. Firebolt, interrupt. Pretty dead, and he drops a tome. Offhand for our warlock. These warlocks are the only one actually using tomes. So it's a trade-off between awareness for willpower and crit chance. The ultimate test, of course, is just to check how much damage we do. 48 HP. 44 HP. So, more guaranteed damage with the old one. Let's stick with that. A couple of dead guys. A red room. That's usually a sign of trouble. But let's bite. So far, all rooms with a lot of red light have had elite guardians in them. Elite champion without a way to face tank him. He's also resistant 20% to everything. Okay, I'm gonna hit the quick save. He's not spotted me yet, but he's probably guarding some nice goodies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 tiles. I can just start sniping at him. Okay, everybody attack him. Put the dots up. Dot all the things. Put the seal of necromancy up. Okay, and we have engaged the enemy in battle. Meaning Rend, Thunderclap, Solsuck, and keep the kick for the smash. Or actually, if we just do the swing. And the smash we can just dodge by moving out. So that's that one. One more and then that one. Let's see, one more attack and then we cast both of the dots. Keep stacking. Oh, actually put Rend down, then Thunderclap. Just kick when possible. He's attacking the backlines. Seriously, he's out aggroing the tank. Available in 1 second. Ow! I lost my backline there. Okay, so that's one of the side effects of having too many auto pauses going on. It can pause the moment you want to actually manually pause. So that will interfere with what you want to do. So in this case we interrupted the swing. And let's see, that one is being queued, so then we queue those afterwards. This is probably gonna cost us. It's a lot of damage that we're losing this way. Okay. What? So I didn't manage to dodge the smash. This probably has a larger range then. I need to step 2 steps back. Jeez. This is not looking good. Well, I did autosave before. I knew this was gonna be tough. Since I just don't have the tanking capabilities I probably ought to have. Also, let's steal some health. Put a Eat My Flesh on you, then a Soul Suck, and then give some more flesh. Just to provide a couple more guaranteed heals. Also, Smash is coming in, that's gonna hurt. And he insta-kipped my healer again. That's not a good thing. So let's do that. we were defeated. So yeah. So last time I used the terrain to my advantage in a similar fight. This time there doesn't seem to be terrain to use. I'm gonna have a quick look around if there's other options available. See, I came from that side. Okay, so this is all nicely balanced. Ah, soldiers. Common soldiers. Let's do that out. So let's wander around a bit. Let's see if I can get a bit more gear. I mean, every bit of armor, every bit of damage is gonna help. Also for Gerald, the primary responsibility should be to hold aggro. I shouldn't stack rent until he's got full aggro. Otherwise it's just gonna be too painful. Okay, that one is dying. Let's switch targets. Shoot one of those, and then we switch back. Queue one of those up, and then one of those and one of those. He will die. He died. Okay, he's nearly dead. Switching targets again. Stack up another. Now we do that, and here again we can just dot and then do insta damage. Refresh the heal and taunt queues. And skeleton died. We have an interrupt available. Let's actually use it. And we only have one enemy remaining. Let's see. We can do it like so. And this should pretty much be doom for the enemy. Sorry, buddy, but you're just not as good as your elite counterparts. Not by far. Also, I just noticed that his outline was red and his outline was yellow, so he actually had stolen the aggro. And I also remember seeing something about that in previous patch notes. So it's good to know that aggro stealing is between allies, that is now something that's visual. I think that the thresholds were lowered a bit, so if someone is at risk of stealing aggro, they are now highlighted. Let's see, let's not start just yet. First get close, then do this. Interrupt firebolt. Okay, so now they both have aggro from one of them, since they're both highlighted in red. Let's see, what's the... Okay, so there's total over 3 minutes. Average out the last 12 seconds. You can say, well, let's just increase it to 30 seconds. Remember something about the patch note saying this now also reflected aggro. Okay, one down. Not really noticing the aggro bits. Ah, go between. So we can do healing, damage, health lost. So who's taking the damage? Ah. Highest current threat. So Gerald is doing a pretty good job of holding aggro. Thomas and Nozul are not too far behind, and our Warlock is actually doing the least amount of damage, but that's because he's not doing direct damage, he's stacking the dots, which don't actually do that much damage, I suppose. This should be more than enough. So this is also a decent way to track who has aggro, I suppose. Also, he has got current highest threat, even though it's listed as lowest. Let's see. So maybe that's why it's at 12 by default. Because it's something that just spikes, of course. I mean, if this is just an average over 12 seconds, it's going to be something like 5 per second. While 7 times 12 is also 85, so it could be that it instantly flares up. Law of averages, it's interesting. So let's see. Good thing is we can tank some damage. Well, but I don't really care too much about the damage graph for now. But we did find a ring. Who is it useful for? Agility and hit chance bonus. Ruby ring of the marksman. Well, we only have one marksman, of course. And it's much better than this ring of strength. This ring of strength. And this, of course, is downgrades to just about everybody. Move to the side. So let's see how much actually did it. Matter. We gained a little bit of damage. Not too much, but just a little bit. Let's see, that's the way back up. Oh, something down here. Ooh, 2 health potions. That's a very good find. It pays to just look around. Just like so. I'm liking this room. There's a lot of good stuff here. Hello there, skeleton warlords. Okay, so put some dots on everybody. And then just shoot. Hello there. Yes, we hit one. Let's see, interrupt that. Stack some damage. Go, go, go. Okay, that's one down. Next up, the other one. Okay, so we are stealing aggro again, but just a lot of damage. Stole the aggro actually. Trying to get it back. That's a nice tug of war there. Undead King, the boss. Okay. That doesn't look good. Okay, I'm gonna save this to next episode. Next episode we have an elite skeleton champion guy and we have an undead king. We'll just have to see if I can actually manage it or if I need even more gear. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.